Today we're going to talk about 12 ukulele technique tips that will really help you improve. Members of the channel will get a full detailed PDF of all these tips. They can grab them on the special members only website. If you want to learn more, click the join button below and see all the great benefits of being a member, including tons of PDFs from my books, as well as exclusive members only videos. Future Pierre here. I did just want to mention that the reason why it's so important to play with good technique and implement some of these ideas is that not only will it make it feel good and sound good in your playing, it will make your playing easier and more relaxed. And also, playing with good technique will help you avoid injuries and really add to the longevity of your playing career, if you will. So keep some of these tips in mind. What I would suggest is maybe as we go through these, jot down the 1, 2, or 3 that kind of resonate with you, that feel like good reminders, or that you realize, oh, I don't really do that. And then just try to think of it and apply them gradually in your next few practice sessions. So I really hope these tips help. There's tons of value coming up. Stick around till the end. Okay, let's dive into these ukulele technique tips. Number 1, proper posture. So you want to sit or stand with a straight back and relaxed shoulders. So I notice when I pick up my ukulele, I kind of have the habit of getting upright right away. And I have these arms on my chair that I can fold up that give me a little more elbow room, make it a little easier for me to play. This will not only improve your focus, but allow you to play for longer. Keep the ukulele close to your body and fairly high. So if it's high, it gives you a better angle for your fingers and your strumming wrist here. When it's low down, it makes it a little more awkward to reach the frets sometimes. So nice and high also helps you sit up straight. Good posture like this will also help you with your concentration and allow you to play for longer periods of time. Tip number 2, you want to have a light grip on the neck. So avoid squeezing too tight. You want to press just hard enough to get a nice sound. Your thumb should rest lightly on the back for support, but without too much tension. So keep the grip for any chord just hard enough, just tight enough to get a nice sound. Tip number 3, curved fingers for fretting. Use the very tip of your fingers to press down on the strings, keeping them slightly arched to avoid muting adjacent strings. So you want to press with the very tip of your finger, kind of like below the nail, keeping them rounded, arched to avoid muting any strings like this, but getting a nice clean sound with the very tip of rounded, arched fingers. Tip number 4, keep your strumming hand very relaxed, very loose, okay? You want to keep your wrist loose and flexible while strumming. A stiff wrist leads to a rough sound and a choppy or uneven strumming. So really loosen the wrist to get a nice smooth sound. Just brush the strings lightly, and that's very important. Tip number 5, find the strumming sweet spot. You want to strum about where the neck meets the body of the ukulele. You can be a little more towards the sound hole, but this is where you'll get a nice balanced sound. Strumming further up the fretboard will give you a nice round and warm sound, whereas strumming towards the sound hole or even towards the nut here has a more tight, kind of bright and nasal sound. So you want to balance those two. And right around the middle here, where the neck meets the body, is a nice sweet spot to strum and get a balanced sound. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I've uploaded hundreds of beginner ukulele videos, and I'll link to some more down in the description. For almost all strumming patterns, you want to have a consistent down-up motion in the wrist. So if you're learning like an island strum, for example, it goes down, down, up, down, up. Notice that my wrist is doing this regardless. And again, the movement comes from the wrist, not the forearm, which takes more effort and will sound a little stiff and choppy. So nice fluid down-up motion here, leading with the wrist. Tip number 7 is to play with accurate finger placement. So what do I mean? Well, in a nutshell, it's easier to get a nice sound if you press close to the fret as opposed to away from it like this. You'll tend to buzz if you're away from the side of the fret here that's near the sound hole, okay? So for example, in the first fret, you don't want to be near the nut, but you want to be near the metal bar, and it makes the notes ring more easily. You don't have to press quite as hard. This applies all over, even for a C chord. Don't press here. You might get a bit of buzz. Press close to the fret right there. That's very important and helps you get a nice sound and be relaxed. It's even more important if you do bar chords, for example, a B minor here. I want to be close to the fret, snuggle up to the fret and get a nice sound that way. Again, if you're away towards this end, you'll tend to buzz or get kind of a flubby sound more easily. So that accurate finger placement is really important. You want to have an even pressure on the strings. So when you're pressing on any chord, whether it's a tricky bar chord or, let's say a G chord, press evenly with all the fingers. And again, not too hard to have too much tension. Tip number 9, your thumb positioning is very important. You want it behind the neck, not sticking up too far over the top, not wrapping around, and definitely not peeking underneath here. Don't allow it to slide under on any chord, but behind the neck, pressing it. If it's sticking up by like a centimeter or so, that's fine. And it will move around for different chords, so that's okay, but just be aware of its position and a nice even pressure with the thumb behind the neck. Tip number 10, rhythm is everything. Counting out loud while working on new simple strumming patterns will really help you improve faster. You'll develop a steady sense of rhythm and develop the coordination to strum and sing at the same time. I have many counting and strumming videos. I'll link to some down below that can help you get started, but simple things like strum 2, 3, 4, strum 2, 3, 4 are exercises that are often overlooked. Count out loud while you learn new strumming patterns. It will really, really help. You can also try this with different chord progressions, playing melodies, and even scales with counting exercises, things like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and to, again, strengthen that sense of rhythm. Isolate tricky, challenging chord changes many, many times. So chord transitions that you find hard, let's say going from a D to an E minor, take the time to repeat it slowly again and again. Hey guys, if you made it this far in the video and you're getting value, consider clicking that thumbs up. I really, really appreciate it. There's 2 more tips to go. I got the 12 and then 1 important bonus tip at the end, so stick around. Okay, we've mentioned it before, but tip number 12 here is to practice relaxation. Tension slows you down and causes fatigue. So stay relaxed, take breaks. If you're starting to feel tired in your body, take a 5-minute break and focus on smooth, easy, and efficient movements. So again, doing those chord change exercises, think fluidity and efficiency going from one chord to another. You want it to be smooth and efficient and relaxed. Okay guys, here's my last bonus tip for you guys. Again, thanks for sticking around. Click the thumbs up and subscribe for tons more beginner ukulele videos. Don't be afraid to practice very slowly. Whatever it is, a melody, a strumming pattern, a new chord change, slow down. Do it 10 times slow, no rush, and then the next day come back to it. The next day come back to it. But if you go really slow, you'll teach yourself good habits and avoid kind of getting into the rut of always repeating the same mistakes. So if something's hard, slow down, slow down, slow down. It's hard to stay slow, but give it a try. Repeat it many times slowly. Okay, thanks so much. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.